Hi everyone, I'm George and welcome back to the Anime Grove. Today it's time for RWBY Volume 4, Chapters 9 and 10 and World of Remnant. Name to be determined yet, but I feel like it's the last World of Remnant, or at least the last one in this first season. I can see it in Rooster Teeth in, you know what I mean. At least when it says Season 1 for World of Remnant, this is the last one, so I didn't click on other seasons to see if there are more, because I don't want to get spoiled on anything. Typical spoiler from a thumbnail, so I didn't want to check it. But I wonder, will there be anything else like this, or is this it for World of Remnant? Because these mini documentaries are really interesting for me, and they really do expand the lore. So I hope this isn't the last one. Last chapter, what the hell, Crow died. That was so fucked. I said it's Ruby's fault, and I don't feel like she deserves to get beat because of it, but or she doesn't deserve to be blamed. But objectively, in my opinion, it was worse than that she participated in the fight that if she hadn't participated. I feel like even though she saw that Crow was starting to feel the effects of Tyrion's semblance, I still don't feel like she should have judged like she was better than Crow's advice. You know what I mean? In any case, I don't blame her. She didn't do it on purpose, and she's a child. She doesn't mean it like that, so I can't actually fault her. In any case, also we saw how Wise got she lost all of her inheritance, and all the entire company is going to be left at her little brother's will. Whiteley, I think is the name. I really hope he's a bit nicer than his father, but he doesn't really seem to be. In any case, so many things. I feel like they also offered Yang a new arm, but I feel like that was before, I don't know. In any case, let's get into it. This isn't a market substitute, so grab your legal copy and watch it along with me. This is Rooster Teeth. Did you know that only like 25% of you are actually subscribed to the channel? Did you know we're actually about to hit the 250 subscribers? All of you subscribed at once, we'd be right there at the 1000 subscriber mark for the monetization for the channel. So, what are you waiting for? And plus, the more people are here, the more traction the channel will gain and the faster we'll grow. So you know it, leave a like, comment and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Also, there's a RWBY character hidden somewhere along the video, so if you find them, write it down in the comment section below. But wait, because I feel like the quality... No, it's set, it's not automatic. Fuck, what happened to Crow was so sad and so unexpected. I really didn't want it to happen, but once I saw him like take his eyes away from Tyrion in the middle of a fight, it was over. Tyrion is too high a level of a fighter for him to not take an opportunity like that. These guys, I really trusted them the first time they appeared in Menagerie. That couple, I mean, I don't feel like they're extremely relevant, but they do work for Adam, so I don't know, I don't feel like they're going to be extremely relevant, but they're probably going to be a pain in the ass. Or at least set the White Fang events on motion, you know what I mean? They're a loose end that can be traced. Oh, so she is using the arm. My boy. Ooh. Yo! That was with a new arm. How does it feel, Ty?
We've been at this for weeks. I get it. You want to make sure I can still fight.
But she can still fight.
Just fine.
You're close.
She might even be stronger now?
Really?
I don't know.
You're still off balance.
What? No, I'm not.
Well, it's probably much heavier than her other
I'm
arm.
kind of surprised. I thought it would just be this huge weight, but it feels natural. They did a great job with this thing.
Oh, did he hit her? That's... I mean, I get the point.
Talking about your actual balance. Although, that could use some work too.
Good boy.
Meaning?
I like to see her
Saw your tournament fights.
this energetic. By the way, I stopped because I was checking this out. Rings a bell, but I can't put my finger on why or where I've seen it before, so I'm going to leave it here. Also, I really hope this arm doesn't become like
No. You were predictable. And stubborn.
Wait, I'm going to stop it because I really want to listen to them. I'm listening to them, but that's what is taking me away from my thoughts. So, the fact is, I hope this new arm that has been given to her by Atlas isn't actually some way to control her, because I trust Ironwood to a degree, but I don't know if any other people from Atlas might be actually either working for Cinder, not Cinder, sorry, Salem, or straight up, for example, for the the Schnee Dust Company. So I started rambling too much. In any case, I just hope it doesn't get used against her and it's actually going to affect her personality or something like that. I hope it's not like that.
Let me guess.
I went into such a tangent.
No. You were predictable. And stubborn. And maybe a little boneheaded.
Is his voice actor the same as
Do you really
John's? He kind of sounds similar to me.
realize that you used your semblance to win every fight after the qualifiers?
So what? How is me using my semblance any different than someone else using theirs?
Good question.
Because not everyone else's is basically a temper tantrum. I'm serious. Once you take damage, you can dish it back twice as hard, but that doesn't make you invincible.
Yeah,
It's
that's
great when
true.
you're in a bind, but what happens if you miss?
Yeah, exactly.
They're stronger. What then? Now you're
Just like what happened with Adam.
You've always been one to burn brighter than everyone else. Whether it was with your smile or, well, I remember your first haircut.
I like Ty.
But you gotta keep your emotions in check. Keep a level head and think before you act.
Yeah, she has to think before acting. That's what I was
But you can't
thinking
also
before.
rely on it. It won't always save you.
Have you ever seen a Wobbuffet used correctly in a Pokemon match? A Wobbuffet is literally Yang's semblance and it never goes well, so I get what he's saying. Especially because she has to get into such a risky position in order to try to get enough damage into her to dish enough damage to the enemy, but still trying to hold her own physical... to preserve her own physical condition, you know?
It won't always save you. Obviously. You definitely have your mom's stubbornness.
Oh, so now we could talk about her?
Well, as I have been informed,
Now that we know
we're
her,
adult now, remember?
Well,
we've been
sorry I
introduced to
reminded
her,
you of
so
Don't be.
that's so rough on her
Adult
to feel like her own existence reminds her father of her mother and all those painful memories.
Well, sorry I remind you of her.
Don't be.
Did you see Swai's ears go down? So sad.
In so many ways. Her strength, her ambition, her dedication. passion to whatever cause she thought was worth fighting for. I'm proud of how much of her I see in you. But I'm glad I don't see all of her in you.
Yeah, me too.
Why?
Your mother was
Special.
a complicated woman.
A complex individual.
She had her faults, but those faults are what tore our team apart. And they did a real number on our family. You both act like the easiest way to tackle an obstacle is through it. That strength is all that matters in a fight.
Yeah, but
But if you just take a second look, then maybe you see there's a way around as well.
yeah, that's also good, and I like that type feels like this because that's the exact countermeasure or counterpart to that of Ravens. So at least he can give Yang a sense of balance, you know?
Come on. One more before dinner.
Let's go, Tai. Let's go, Yang. I really enjoy these fights because, like, the
All right.
momentum is so. That was so good. What I mean is, they have such dominance over the momentum in the fights that they can really make you feel like you're about to fall with the character that just lost their footing. For example, Tai or Yang right now. That glyph is so beautiful too. Ooh, is it only the sword or also the guard? Whitley or Whiteley?
Leave.
How hurtful. And here I am about to offer you a favor. Father's taking me into town to introduce me to some of his business partners. I thought I'd see if you wanted me to pick you up anything since you're, well, stuck here.
Are you jealous? Is that it?
I think so, yeah.
Whatever do you mean?
He wants her to be jealous of him.
Are you
He
jealous
wants
of my abilities?
the roles reversed.
Winters.
Which I didn't expect was Wise to catch on so fast and also
Honestly, I
just
find it
deliver like that.
barbaric. It's beneath people like me, like Father. What could a single huntsman possibly do that an army could not?
It's
That's why we have
barbaric.
one, even if it is run by a fool.
I said, leave.
So, the fool that runs their army, does he mean Ironwood? And does that mean that they consider all of Atlas's army theirs?
Fine.
Or am I
fine.
dumb and
I've got
they
better things
talk
to do.
about someone else?
Enjoy your training, however pointless it is. What is your plan anyway? What do you hope to accomplish while trapped in your own bedroom?
Good one. I was checking the lights outside. They were like candles with blue flames, which was interesting to me because I expected everything to go by dust, just like this one, but I don't know if that's actually a dust byproduct. So look at the lights and the contrast with the window behind. That was so beautiful. Is she summoning something, or what happened? Because I saw a lot of
Are you all right?
power, but I didn't see anything actually appear. Oh, it's there and it's complete. That's so cool. We had never seen it
I need a favor.
this big and this strong, right? What was his name? I forgot, sorry. And she said it and didn't say it.
Klein, I need
Klein.
a favor.
So I think I mentioned this before. I guess he's based on the Seven Dwarfs from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I believe that's the name of the story. I called her Chameleon Girl last time, but I don't know if she actually is. That could very well be a suit thing. Oh, what was that? That's so cool. It's like... Did she pressed it, right? And it's big... Oh! If you have seen Bleach, do you know Sabimaru? It's pretty similar to it, but I feel like it can also use dust, which is awesome. It's like a... whip sword.
Grab the scroll. Seems someone
Really like this music. Ooh. Oh, her mask broke. Nice one, son.
quit staring and grab it.
Go, 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 go. She rings a bell, though.
Watch out.
Where do I know her from?
Ilya.
Ilya.
Wait.
Or do I not know her? Maybe the opening?
But she doesn't even look like a...
Oh, she is a chameleon.
Give it to me.
She got mad.
No.
Fun facts, chameleons
Have come back.
don't change colors to blend into the background. It's a emotional response, so they don't really choose it, and it's, I think, always the same color. So it's not like chameleons can mimic their background. They just most of them just go green, and it happens to be green behind them because of the leaves. But they don't really go like, I'm a ninja now. They go like, oh shit, I'm stressed, I'm green. And that's what I feel like happened here. She got mad and she got red. Attacked him.
No. You shouldn't have come back.
She seems sad now. You shouldn't have come back. Is she a previous friend of Blake that was part of the White Fang, but that stayed with him? Oh shit! That's worse than much worse than I expected.
Hold on, son.
I really didn't think it was a bad hit. No, you can't leave me there. Come on!
Hold on, Uncle.
I'm pretty certain he's not dead because that didn't seem like a bad hit, but still, you can't leave me like that? Now I gotta know.
Hold on, Uncle Crow.
Oh, he's not dead yet? Can he be saved? It seemed so definitive last time. He's talking to Tai.
She's not coming. Die.
Is he talking about Raven?
It's getting worse.
How much farther? We've got to be close.
Without the map, there's no way of knowing. But I feel like we're close to something.
What is it?
Higambana. Kuchinashi. Kuchinashi. Mistral.
Mistral! We're on the right path! Oh,
Did you see the
does it feel
names?
close?
Crows?
No,
The crows names?
it looks like the path takes.
Does that mean that the city has been destroyed or something similar like in this case?
Mistral, we're on the right path! Oh. Does it say how close?
No. And it looks like the path takes us up through the mountains.
So no.
I don't know if all of us can make that climb.
Yeah. Can Ruby
Well,
maybe move him
what about this place?
like ultra fast with her semblance.
Kuroyuri! Can we get help there?
That village was destroyed years ago.
But if it takes us around the mountains, it's the best bet we've got.
It will take too long.
The town would have had a doctor, right? Or maybe we could scavenge for medicine.
Right.
We're not going to find anything. We just have to press on.
Why is he so hell-bent on...
Man, why are you acting...
We can split up. Huh? Ren and I can cut through the mountains while you and Ruby
Oh.
can throw around through the village.
Is he nervous because his village is around here and he really wants to go check it?
Together. We keep each other safe.
We don't have time for
Nora
this.
supporting him
If we make it to Mistral,
feels
we'll
like
bring back
that's...
help. If we don't, we'll at least have a better view of the land. Up there, we can see if there's somewhere else we can go.
Yeah. Something's up though. They are acting so sus. I don't buy it. Why do they go so sus all of a sudden? I mean, I don't mean they are bad or evil because I think Ren is legit worried about something about his childhood or about this area where he might have grown up because we haven't still found his own village. I don't know, and he's really insisting on pressing on, so I really don't know. And Nora does feel it. See, now they're running. What is it they're hiding? Or what is it they're so in such a rush to check?
You're gonna be fine, John.
You don't know that.
Wait. Wait. Does that mean there are like big Goliaths heading to Kuroyuri? Something like that? Does that mean that? Like the big Goliaths? Or even bigger Grimm? Smaller bust and smaller butt. We want her to look like a plank. I'm obviously joking, but it did seem like remarkable to me that they only pointed out that she needed a smaller bust and a smaller ass. By the way, I think we are now supposed to go to the world of Remnant. So, be right, be. The Great War. So this is the last world of Remnant, at least from this batch. Damn, things go fast.
Great War. What a terrible name for such a horrible time in history.
No, it was so great, you just said it.
Though the war itself lasted around 10 years, the century leading up to it was filled with so much tension, you might as well lump them together. And most of
Okay, I
that
see.
tension was coming from Mistral. Territories rich with resources and safe from Grimm have always been in high demand. But the Emperor of Mistral had managed to conquer nearly all that Anima had to offer.
Okay,
Thanks in
so
part
he needed
to
to
an unlikely friend,
expand.
Mantle. The two kingdoms had formed an alliance. Mistral provided the small kingdom with goods unavailable in the frozen tundra. In return, Mantle introduced technological innovation as well as guidance in
Mantle
the
is
settlement of Anima's cold.
The society, the kingdom that was not destroyed, but that ended up being taken over by Atlas, right? If I'm not wrong right now.
Goods unavailable in the frozen tundra. In return, Mantle introduced technological innovation as well as guidance in the settlement of Anima's cold, northern territory. It was good, until it wasn't.
Until it was.
An incident in Mantle led to a strange and unexpected decree. The abolishment of the arts and repression of self-expression.
Ooh,
The people of Mantle had come to believe that they would be much safer from the Grimm if
Maybe-
they could simply keep the emotions of the masses in check.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. They meant like if you hold them down so close to the ground. I mean, if you don't leave them any space to breathe, to have their own ideas, to cultivate art and expressionism, not expressionism, but you know what I mean, to express their artistic tendencies and all of that, then you minimize the chances for bad feelings appearing, negative emotions appearing, and Grimm attacking.
Given Mistral's strong artistic culture, many assumed this would be the end of their alliance. But they were wrong. Mistral complied, selectively, enforcing Mantle's wishes only in the outer territories, allowing the centralized powers to
That
continue
sounds
to
so
live as they
corrupt.
pleased.
As long as they don't
you
touch
haven't
our
caught on yet,
main people.
Mistral's full of jerks. The people of Vale had a problem
That's
with
what I
this.
meant.
Well, they had a
Like,
problem with a
fuck
lot of
everyone
things Mistral and
but
Mantle
them.
had been up to. Treatment of their citizens, use of slave labor, and their constant insistence that their way of life was what was best for everyone. Eventually, Mistral made the jump across the sea to the eastern coast of Sanos. The small islands and peninsulas in the area were perfect to establish a settlement. They were so perfect, in fact, that Vale had just begun settling the area themselves.
No wonder.
I think we can all guess what happened next.
The Great War.
The King of Vale did everything he could to avoid armed conflict. Despite cries from his people, he insisted
seems-
on sharing the land with the settlers from Mistral.
Like a good man, and I find it interesting how they use this kind of light green to give us a feeling of these people being really fair and really like peaceful. I feel like they're using colors in order to guide us to a certain conclusion.
Despite cries from his people, he insisted on sharing the land with the settlers from Mistral. But to this day, no one knows who shot first. But what began as a riot between the two bands of settlers had suddenly become the first battle of the Great War.
Does this remind you of
Mantle quickly
the
came to
Ishvalan War
Mistral's side.
trigger from
Battles were fought
Full Metal
on both
Alchemist
and
Brotherhood?
become the first
Does
battle
really
of
remind
the
me
Great
of that.
War. Mantle quickly came to Mistral's side. Battles were fought on both Sanos and Anima soil. Villages were lost to both combat and Grimm. And it wasn't long before Vacuo decided to join the party. Up to this
The only
point,
ones left.
Vacuo had done its best to stay out of the fight. Mantle and Mistral, having both already established a small presence in Vacuo territory years before, promised to leave them provided they didn't interfere.
Yeah,
Soon,
but they
those
were
talks
interfering.
evolved. It went from don't side with them to side with us and you'll be safe. Vacuo did not much care for that. And they came to the conclusion that if Veo were to fall, there'd be no one left to stop Mistral and Mantle from conquering them next.
So they
Did
decided
what they
to help
considered to be the logical thing.
Vale.
They drove Mantle and Mistral out of Vacuo and told Vale they had their backs. I love their style.
They told them they had their
So
backs,
the
but
war
doesn't
raged
sound
on.
like they did
Grim
have
attacks
their backs.
increased worldwide. On the battlefield, this meant a temporary ceasefire in order to deal with the hordes of monsters before returning to the fight at hand. Those
Over
left
and over
miserable
again.
back at home.
Because also we have to remember we saw in the previous World of Remnant documentary that all of this area is surrounded by Grimm. They're scattered all over this continent,
Home,
so
however,
it's
were often
really,
helpless
really
with their
dangerous.
best warriors away fighting the good fight. A lot of settlements were lost during these years, and most were
And
never
imagine
reclaimed.
all these people dying,
Rations
all
on
these
food
negative
and
emotions,
dust were put
bringing
into effect.
more
Development of technology accelerated.
Grimm.
Humans and faunas who fought alongside one another became closer, and Every day, mankind grew more and more efficient at destroying itself.
More and more efficient.
But it all ended in the Vacuo campaign. Mistral and Mantle knew that if they could take the dust mines of Vacuo, they would effectively cut off the supply of dust to their enemy. It was to be a final devastating blow to Vale and Vacuo.
But how did they get there?
They
Is
were
it
only
by sea?
half right. The King of Vale personally led his army into battle
Oh.
alongside the soldiers of Vacuo.
I'm always
and
surprised
decimated the enemy forces.
when important people like
Crowned
kings
atop his head and armed only with a sword and his scepter.
go into battle with their men, because it's like for them an entire life of being, you know, king or being someone really, really, really powerful, and you give yourself a chance to be killed in the battlefield so easily. Like, it's so easy to die in the battlefield. I do respect people in this position doing this. Still, I despise kings and monarchy as a concept, so what can I do?
Alongside the soldiers of Vacuo and decimated the enemy forces. Crowned atop his head and armed only with a sword and his scepter, he laid waste to countless men. As the sand was soaked red with
Was
blood,
it that
and
powerful?
armed only with a sword and his scepter.
And
he
his
laid
scepter,
waste
okay,
to
I didn't
countless
hear about
men.
the scepter.
As
That
the sand
powerful,
was
that
soaked
powerful
red with blood,
was.
the Grimm came in droves. It was the single deadliest battle of the war, and legends of the greatness and terror of the warrior king were born that day.
The warrior king.
Historians will tell you most of these stories are nothing but grandiose hyperbole. Unusually violent weather conditions, combined with Mantle's unfamiliarity with the desert combat, are likely what led to such a high death count. But whatever the reasoning, everyone bowed to the King of Vale by the time it was over. The Great War had ended. The world was ready to live under the rule of Vale. But the king refused. The leaders of the four kingdoms met on the island of Vital, and it
This
was there
seems
that
like
they
a
worked
special
together
man.
to form a treaty and establish the future of Remnant.
Because giving up that position, king of an entire world, basically. So he did seem a
Territories
special
were
person.
redistributed.
I don't want to assume he was a man, or they were a man.
Territories were redistributed, slavery was abolished, governments restructured, and the warrior king, the last king Vale would ever have, founded the Huntsman Academies and placed his most trusted followers in command of each kingdom's school.
That's so
He
cool.
would
So
teach
they
the world
all
to fight so long
sprang
as we
from that
promised
king.
to fight for ourselves and never against ourselves. Seems like we haven't kept our end of the bargain.
Not much, no. Especially given everything that's happened, like this season, this volume, you know. But I really, really enjoyed it. As I said, I'm really intrigued about this figure of the Warrior King. I don't want to assume, as I said, that it's a man, but given that he's a king, not monarch, I don't feel like it's going to be a queen in the end, but it might be. And I would be perfectly fine with that. I really just don't want to assume anything. Still, such a noble person, able to step down to the level of the soldiers, as in they want to battle with them and put their lives at stake, just like everyone else. And besides that, once they had, just like, you could say, conquered the entire world, it's not like that, but similar position, they just refused and created a new system that they found fair. So it really speaks volumes about them. Now, it's time to go back to Volume 4 and react to Chapter 10, I think. So, see you in a second. Every time I feel like it's so... you know what I mean. Like, I feel like quality goes down here, and it's like, oh no, it's still in auto. But no. By the way, this effect is like the same effect that we saw just like right now in the World of Remnant, when after the Vital Island meeting, when they all disbanded and created the new territories and the new peaceful era, those 4 lights that created the kingdoms were really similar to the 4 lights that were the main characters in this opening. So I wonder if there's any relationship at all. And now that I think of it, we haven't seen Ilya, I think, in the opening here, so why was she so familiar for me? Or maybe it's just because we saw her last time and I had forgotten that I had seen her that well, I don't know. But also given the completely swirly tail and the 2 horns, I feel like she might be a Jackson chameleon. But I don't really know, I'm not that into chameleons. I love them, but I don't really know the differences between them. So I do know that Jackson chameleons do have horns, but I don't really know to what extent that could be the case. I was checking this because I enjoy checking all the background details in case there are maybe Easter eggs or something. For example, I think these are leaf flowers. I feel like that's the name, the scout symbol. Because I was scout for like 9 years, I believe. Not Boy Scout, that's a different association, but a scout.
You know, the weirdest part is how it feels. Leaving home is crazy. Going to the city is crazy. Everything you've told me is completely crazy.
It's a complete 180 on his life.
It feels like I'm doing the right thing.
Well, at least he's getting that.
I suppose that's good.
At least he's not just blindly trusting Ospin here. Scary why though? Because he knows how dangerous it can get? Yo, those lightnings were... those lightnings were so far away.
I'm assuming whatever weird magic this is doesn't come with an infinite supply of money.
I'm afraid you'll have to solve this one on your own. Be on your guard.
What do you mean?
Someone...
Here.
He appeared out of nowhere. This is, forgot the name, the guy that voices the Grimm. Does it work now? Did he help him because he thought he was a random stranger? Or did he actually help him because he knows?
Let such a small obstacle block your path.
No, I don't think he knows that Ospin is there. But Ospin does know who he is, I think.
That man. I felt... Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who should not be taken lightly.
Well, it's holding on better than I expected for a ghost town that's been a ghost town for over, well, whatever long time it was. I went back because for a second I thought I saw a face here and I was like, oh shit, no. Trees with faces, no. Those are way too creepy. Does it mean people turned into trees? No, thank you. Yeah, kind of chop chop, you know what I mean? There's a dying person between you two.
Any of these places look like a pharmacy?
It's honestly hard to tell.
Ren really didn't want to come here, did he?
Didn't seem so.
Do you know why?
I think I have a pretty good idea.
Is it that he doesn't want to come here, or that he wanted to go to the other place? Because I felt like it wasn't that much about this place, but about the other one. Oh, okay. Flashback memento. Oh, this is his hometown. Oh crap.
Hello, little lie. Are we trying to catch a fish?
Little light?
Why, hello, little lie.
Lie.
Are we trying
Not
to
Ren?
catch a fish?
I found the flower on the water.
Oh, I see.
Can we take it home and plant it in the garden?
Oh, no, sweetheart. That flower lives here. But I'll tell you what you can do. Take this lian and go find something nice for your father's return. He's been hunting for quite some time. I bet the journey's been very tiring, don't you?
Yes.
Do you think you'll know what he wants?
I think he wants a water flower in the garden.
Why did you have to inherit my sass?
He's so cute. I'm sorry I'm not speaking much, but I'm really soaking in the details. You know, I don't know how to speak anymore. But you know what I mean.
What can I buy with this?
Well, something just your size.
This guy. Tell him it's not for you?
Sake, please.
Those those were so cute. The cat bread.
Where'd you get that
Is that
cat?
Nora?
I didn't see you pay for
She's
it.
so cute. No.
Moldy.
I think she got it from the trash.
Why are all these people so trash?
She bit me.
You had it coming so bad, dude.
Where'd she come from? She's dressed all weird. I bet she's a bandit, like a dog or something. Does that mean I have rabies?
He didn't want to get into it. Who is this?
Mother?
Father? Oh, he looked so badass.
What is happening here?
Poor thing.
Do you wish to run with the rest of them? Sometimes the worst action to take is taking no action at all. Go home. I need to speak with the mayor.
He seemed like such a wise man. What happened to him? Maybe he died when this entire village was destroyed or something?
Nothing.
We should get back to Crow.
Maybe they could hit the area, so
It's far off.
I'm not sure. I think I might be tripping right now, but I think that if you hit considerably the area that has been poisoned, if the poison hasn't spread that much, I feel like denaturalize, I think that's how you say it in English, um, decompose the proteins that make the poison, the venom. So it would actually be less dangerous, but still it's not like curing him. It's just that the heat could reduce the effect, at least temporarily, but
I know.
it could also accelerate it, depending on the poison, I think, or the venom.
But Ren and Nora are still out there.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
This is all my fault. I should have never dragged you guys into this.
You didn't drag us in. We wanted to come.
But you didn't know about Tyrion, about...
Ruby,
You didn't either.
we lost Pyrrha. You lost her too. And Penny, and your team, and in a way, your sister. But you're still here. Despite everything you've lost, and everything you could still lose, you chose to come out here. Because you felt like you could make a difference. You didn't drag us along.
Just wanna say real quick that her thinking that she could make a difference is what possibly got Crow killed.
You gave us the courage to follow you.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm totally down for her doing what she feels like she has to do and reacting according to her own beliefs. But objectively, I feel like it was not such a good decision.
Get up, we have to go.
Mother?
Now, right now, okay? Let's go.
Grimm?
Lee!
On! What are you doing? We need to hurry!
We can go to the safe house.
No. I saw the beast.
The
We
beast.
need a huntsman. And you two need to leave.
What?
One beast? Is it Kenny? I think Kenny was the name, or Kevin. The dragon?
It's okay, darling. Everything's okay.
Yeah, it literally, I knew it was going to happen. I did it. I don't know if you could see it. It's certain angles that you know what's going to happen. Just like with Crow last time.
Mother? What? Where's Mother?
Shit, that was so sudden. I got
What's going on?
chills, but I was speaking so I couldn't show you, I mean. Fuck. Someone pick him up, please.
You have to run.
Someone pick Ren up and so he can fight.
Please, get up!
Oh, what the hell? It looks
Listen to me, son.
like a, you know, Apocalypse Rider?
Listen to me, son.
Like,
You have to be brave now. Do you understand?
No, please, please, I can't!
Yes, you can.
it's so understandable he didn't want to come back here.
Son.
Take action.
Your mother and I love you.
Mother.
The cinder particles are so beautiful, like so well animated.
Run!
It's like plague, death. I do remember all of them. War and famine. For the riders of the apocalypse or for horses of the apocalypse. Oh, go save Nora. Take action. Is this one of the Nevermores that got a visual rework, or is it because it's older? You know, and the older they get, the more powerful and detailed they become. Oh! What the hell? Did he expel Aura? Did he use a semblance? I don't know. I don't know what happened. I know it's Aura related. He went all grayscale for a second. Damn, even the mouth seems like a pit of fire. Is this why she will never get away from him? Oh, it covered both of them. Does it cover their scent? Yeah, it does cover their scent. It either makes them invisible or undetectable. That's so cool. Did he even know he could do it before this attack? What is this? These are the legs. So, it can be a sash that's hanging, or a tail can also be, but it can also be something really weird. Also, we haven't completely seen the models, so it might be like really grotesque, not just average complexion. But I really enjoy the looks of it. It's a hammer for head, and he has his father's knife.
We'll keep each other safe. What's your name?
Nora.
So cute.
My name's Naireng.
Raiden. Sorry to butcher it, I really don't want to do it. I'm trying to do my best, honestly. But I can't speak Chinese.
My name's Naireng.
Leiden. I feel like it's how they pronounce it, but not sure.
We never get the easy path, do we?
At least
No fun anyway.
you don't have to go around moving a adult.
You?
I've got you here, don't I? Come on. There's more than one way up a mountain.
This is making me nervous again. No, not anymore. I was nervous given the atmosphere.
Pulling out of this cave.
There's what pulling out?
There's wind pulling out
Wind.
of this cave.
Is it a mine? That sounds like a mine or a gallery.
Lead to the peak?
I suppose there's only one way to find. Yes, yes. Very
It's
funny.
That's a banner. Is it from the Great War or?
What's wrong?
This is the symbol for Shion Village.
Shion? But that's the village where we found the huntsman. It's weeks away from here.
So they just found the monster's lair. It's in there, right? Is it a gallery that connects all of the areas around? What's that hammer doing there? Oh, there's a lot of weapons. I only saw the hammer. So this is its lair. Lair? Then? I don't know the difference between them. I think then is where it breathes. I don't know. That was his father's arrow. I really noticed the design in the arrow, so fuck. Oh, it's that. It was not a Goliath. So that's the direction the other two are going. Oh, it has just left?
No.
It's going for Jean and Ruby. The thing that killed his father. That was such a horrifying scream. What the hell? That was nuts. I'm really digging these new designs of the Grimm. I always enjoyed them. I really like these, like, simple but still unsettling designs. But now we're getting into more like a grotesque territory that also really drags me in, you know what I mean? I really enjoy it, and it's amazing to me how they have turned a concept like the Grimm that used to be absolutely non-sentient, and they were dangerous because they were like really powerful animals, but not that dangerous given they're not rational. But now, these new Grimm seem pretty rational, pretty able to think for themselves, so it's terrifying. It's not the same for me having Cinder, who is really powerful and mean, and really manipulative, but she's only a human in the end, to an extent. Or to have a Grimm that is really powerful, but that isn't actually rational, so it can't think properly at least. And that is not such a menace, but when you have incredibly powerful Grimm that have sentience and reason, like this seem to have, because they seem too humanoid, and even they looked like two different beings, because it was like the horse and the rider, you know what I mean? So, damn, so grotesque and so cool, and so much potential for evolution in this Grimm. Besides the human or Faunus enemies, you can also have now evolved versions of Grimm that can even be more human than humans in a certain way at some points. I don't know, but I really enjoyed these 2 episodes, and the World of Remnant. I think it's been the longest World of Remnant of them all. It was like 8 minutes, I think, and I don't think any of them had lasted more than 5. But in any case, thank you so much for visiting my channel and for staying to the end of the video, and I hope to see you all on the next episode, so peace out.